Welcome to a special edition of Football 360. We're dedicating this, our 10th show, to the WA Football Hall of Fame. 32 players and administrators recognised for their talent and contribution to the world game. In a moment, we'll profile some of the greats and some of the legends inducted into the Hall of Fame. But first, let's hear from Hall of Fame President Louis Prospero.
Tonight is recognising the people who have given their heart and soul to the game of football, either as a player or as an administrator, which we are more than happy to recognise them for their efforts.
Gary Marocchi, Robbie Dunn, they're common names in WA football. Both have been inducted into the Hall of Legends. So, in the 5th induction, it was time for 2 more greats to be granted legendary status.
I just thought I was going to come here and enjoy the evening and just absolutely enjoy the people that get inducted for the merits and stuff like that. So yeah, when my name was called out to be, legend status, I just couldn't believe it.
Does it cap off a remarkable career?
I still pinch myself today in regards to things, and the way my career sort of eventuated, and just happy to be acknowledged in that way, and thought of as a player that did well in the game.
You played in that remarkable and exciting nail-biter qualifying match for the 94 against Argentina and Diego Maradona. Take us through it one more time.
It's hard to explain the actual feeling that was involved in that night. A lot of emotions, nervous as hell, there's no doubt about it. Playing in the likes of, as you mentioned, Maradona, Batistuta, Caniggia, there's a lot of players there that were just fantastic players, and just to be involved and an opportunity. It was a great opportunity for us to get into, the World Cup, the USA 94, and we did fall short, but I think it was a stepping stone for future players to look at that. And as you can see, since that time, we've obviously made it, and now are becoming a bit of a powerhouse involved in it as well.
I was in shock. I'm very proud and very honoured. It's amazing. I'm really thrilled, really thrilled. Of all, there's been a lot of highlights, but my biggest highlight has to be my hat-trick for Australia against New Zealand, winning the series. That was a major one there. Another highlight, obviously, has been now into the Hall of Legends. That's amazing. I'm thrilled, and I wish my mum was still here to see this, believe it or not. I'm absolutely thrilled. For the whole 37, 40 years I've been playing, devotion, 7 days a week. I just live, breathe, even now, soccer. It's just my whole life.
Robbie Zabeka and Sandra Britton weren't the only ones inducted on the night. Stan Lazaridis led a field of former greats who were inducted into the Hall of Champions.
To be acknowledged, I think, from your home, and this is my home state, it's where I started, and when your own family, if you want to put it that way, acknowledges you in this way, it's very special. And alongside with some of the names, these are some of the guys that I grew up with, I played alongside, the legends, the guys that got recognised, the ladies. It's a fantastic achievement for me personally, and I will forever be a fan, and hopefully one day I'll get back involved in the game at some level. I always had small steps and small goals I wanted to achieve, and I never wanted to fail. And when I look back and I think of all the players that I played against, with, played for my country, played for my state, it's pretty special. Played in the EPL, and players like Cannona, Maradona's, Pele give me awards, and I kind of pinch myself sometimes, and soccer, football, the world game, it's all I ever wanted to do. Playing my first game for Australia, I think that was pretty special for me. I was only 17. I think the first game in the English Premier League, we're at the Mark Rood Hullet. I think that was pretty good. But I think probably scoring a goal against Everton, where I kind of ran from one side to the other side, and the fans sung my name for about 30 minutes. Just one of those moments you don't forget, you know.
In all, there were 9 men and women inducted into the Hall of Champions, including Bobby Despotovski and Alan Pottier.
A great honour. I'm absolutely lost for words. When I got the invitation, I actually thought that there were still the 100 players champions, and I had to ring them up to make sure. And they said, no, it's the Hall of Fame. And I went, wow. And to be honest, it hasn't really hit me until tonight, what this means to me. Because I go out to play, to enjoy the game, and to get this honour is a great honour.
I'm very proud. Some of the people in WA in the soccer community actually recognise that some of the soccer players and some of the people and volunteers and everybody else that do something about our beautiful game, and you know, I'm a very proud man today.
The Hall of Merit inducted 14 former players, including brothers Steve and Paul Tombides.
It's good to get recognised. You know, you get to the stage where you're seeing a lot of your teammates, guys that used to go head to head with in big games, and you know, honoured to be put up there amongst those guys and remembered.
And with your brother as well.
Yeah, no, Steve was pretty accomplished defender as well, and played together at club level, state level. Had a few representations, squads with the young Socceroos and the Australia youth. So been around, enjoyed the big occasions, and won a few championships.
And 9 greats were honoured for their contribution to the World Game with an induction into the Hall of Recognition.
Oh, I can hardly explain. It's been a long journey, 25 years, to get to this tonight, you know. And to me, that I live soccer practically all my life, it was the culmination of everything, you know. I went through a lot of things in soccer, and tonight was more than to myself, was for my family, you know. Soccer has been my life, and it'll continue to be.
Want to be in the running to win a free iPad 2? It's easy. Football 360 is giving you the chance to win a 16-gig 3G iPad 2 in the month of May. All you need to do is answer our weekly trivia questions. This week we're asking, in episode 5, Football 360 profiled which Matilda? If you know the answer, email us at football360@footballwest.com.au. Entries close May 28th and the lucky winner will be announced on May 31st. And don't forget, tune in next week for another chance.
Bankwest, happily supporting the communities of WA.
He was a member of Florida Athena's treble-winning side of 1997 and the youngest player to captain WA. But Troy Bernard's life was cut short after a tragic work accident in 2004. He was only 25. This week, Troy Bernard was inducted into the Hall of Merit, giving his family and his former teammates an opportunity to pay homage to an amazing footballer.
I'll never forget the day. I was at work. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. Some of the boys were trying to get hold of me and had a lot of missed calls, and then got the news.
I burst into tears and sort of just sat by myself for a while, and it was a huge shock.
When we went back to training on the Tuesday, we used to sit right next to each other, and he wasn't there. He just missed his jokes and his pranks. One thing did come out of it, and it brought us boys closer together.
As a defender, he was able to break down most opposition attacks by reading the game. He was quick, he was strong, his touch was superb.
He could play up front, he could play in midfield, he could play at the back. He could read the game, and he had the smarts. But his speed was his asset, so even if you thought you turned him or you beat him, he'd be back behind you. So one of the hardest defenders I've come across, yeah.
He was man of the match in 1999 Cup Final, and in 2002 became one of the youngest players to catch in WA. Accepting the award on his behalf is his sister Louise.
Extremely proud, as we all are, of Troy, but obviously from beyond the grave he's still managing to punch the right buttons. So yeah, very emotional, but happy tears, of course.
The fact that the club is here tonight, players that were alongside him on the pitch, is that special for you?
It is, because they've always been an extended family to Troy, and obviously in the passing of my brother, they've become family to us as well, and they've kept in contact all the time. A very supportive bunch they are.
From the age of 5 he was playing soccer, so Troy was always there. When he was 5.5, 6 years old, he scored 18 goals at one game, 18 goals against Armadale Park. And they said, get that little black boy, stop him.
For the family, for yourself, what does today mean for you?
It's a big achievement for Troy, even though he's not around to reap up this glory, but it is for the family. We have accepted it for him, and we think he's done us all so proud, you know what I mean? Even though he's gone far beyond, and I'm sure he's doing wonders up there in heaven with his dad.
He was a gentleman off the field, on the field, to his teammates, opposition players. I mean, everyone loved him. So he was ultimate professional. He was a champion bloke.
Let's take a break from the Hall of Fame and check out the Match of the Week highlights with Ashley Morrison.
In the 14th minute, Steve Burton clipped a free kick to the back post looking for Shane Nunes. The ball came off the Bayswater defender and wrong-footed as stunned Tom Dixon. 1-0 to Balcatta. Soon after, a corner was whipped in from the right to the back post, and the unmarked John Thornley was unfortunate to see his shot rebound off the underside of the bar. At the start of the second half, Bayswater were unlucky not to draw level. Riali fed John Kearney, who clipped a great ball into the path of Jerome Maralunda, who beat Madashi and the keeper, but was unlucky to see his effort rebound off the post. He was then denied by a great save from Bobson Karoma. Bayswater remained calm to create another opening, but Jerome Maralunda's air swing meant another opportunity had slipped by. Then, just before the hour mark, Balcatta doubled their lead. Burton cut infield before being stopped. The ball fell to Johnny Migas, who slid the perfect pass through to Daniel Masevski. His shot came off Riali and beat Dixon at the near post. In the 69th minute, Bayswater pulled a goal back, and it was the least they deserved. Jack Wilkinson fed Paul McCarthy, who clipped a ball forward to Joe Yoffe, who beat Shane Nunes and shot across Karoma into the bottom corner. However, in the 77th minute, with numbers committed forward in search of an equaliser, Kearney coughed up cheap possession on halfway. Mo Attack fed John Thornley, who pulled Riali one way and then the other before bursting into the box. Nathan Diaz overcommitted, and Thornley coolly rolled the ball past Dixon. A quality strike to seal the match for Balcatta.
Great, so Balcatta look like the underdogs for the season and the ones to watch.
Well, we'll come from behind this year. Last year we were up there from the beginning, sort of thing. But it's credit to the boys that they're ready to fight back, and they're not prepared to lose the back-to-back chance. So they'll be up for it, that's for sure.
In other results, Inglewood United arrested a 3-game losing streak with an emphatic 4-1 win over Premier League new boys Bunbury Forum Force. Sorrento came back from 2-1 down to steal all 3 points from Florida Athena, with Florida old boy Johnny Mirko claiming a brace. Perth overcame ECU Joondalup and move into the top position on the league ladder, while Stirling Lions move up to 3rd place with their 2-0 win over Armadale. Joondalup currently sit bottom of the table with just 4 points, and Armadale 2 points ahead of them on 6. Looking ahead to the key matchups this weekend, the Western Knights will be looking to avenge their cup defeat at the hands of Perth. Inglewood United will be looking for victory at Stirling to leap above their opponents on the league ladder. Floreat will hope to get back to winning ways on a long trip away to Bunbury, while Sorrento will be hoping a win against Bayswater City will see them leap into 2nd place.
And that wraps up another exciting episode of Football 360 for this week's. Congratulations once again to all the Hall of Fame inductees. And don't forget your chance to win an iPad too. Just email us your answer to this week's trivia question. We'll be back again next week. Until then, bye for now.